Hi, I want to welcome everyone back to another episode of Soul Impact How Music Saved Us. I'm your host, Wild Willie, and with me today I got my good friend, Fyre Wyte. Fyre
Hey,
Wyte,
what's up?
why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey, Willie, good to see you again. Um, I am a solo artist, singer, songwriter from Columbia, Missouri, and I've been pursuing this closet. I've been pursuing this career for um, honestly, I feel like I want to say like 15 plus years, but when I say pursuing, I feel like I'm still like trying to pursue the career. So, meaning I just started getting shows and more opportunities in the past couple of years. So for all that 15 years, I was pretty much in my house or secretly working with other artists and never really leaving the house. So, I'm excited to be here with you today and sharing what I do and why I do it.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of your music, and I know you write a lot of your stuff too. So, can you tell me, basically, uh, how'd you decide to go pursue music, and how did it save you?
Um, I guess like when I was growing up, um, I needed an outlet. I needed something that helped me to express myself. And a lot of that is like, your childhood aggression, maybe the angst or the feeling like you don't fit in or belong anywhere. And, with music, like it's an escape, it's a way to, free yourself from yourself. And it kind of like lifts you up, whatever that is. And, um, I'm often like a dreamer. I'm dreaming, I'm longing, you know, I'm always wanting something that isn't this like normal day to day grind in my life of, you know, work and the pain of, lack of communication. And, yeah, so growing up, I'm just like inspired by so many things, so many different styles of music too. So, meaning I'm a 90s kid, so like 90s everything. Like
I
I'm
I
talking
feel
like
you on that.
I
I
like
feel you on that.
yeah, I like alternative and R&B, country. I was a big NSYNC fan, Justin Timberlake all the way, still going. I love Justin Timberlake, and then it turned into more like everything. Maynard, meaning like Tool, Perfect Circle, Pussifer, and then Chino Marino of Deftones, Crosses, Team Sleep, um, and then and then later I started getting high on what I consider a low vibe, meaning like Lithe and Santino Lasaint, Witches. I just got on to Witches. He's fucking awesome. Check him out. And and then Plaza, I don't know if you've heard of them, but I just love them so much. And like I said, everything Justin Timberlake. So yeah, so I love music. I'm inspired by music. I love so many different genres. I don't consider myself, to be stuck in a genre or even I don't even know what I am. Um,
You're
I
awesome.
just
That's
call
what
it.
you are.
I call it mental music. It's music for my mental health. It's my outlet. It's my way to be, seen, validated, and heard without needing another. Just myself. Meaning, nobody can put me down or pick me up. I'm gonna do that for myself. Like people can be nice and be kind to you, and that feels good. But at the end of the day, it's like how do you settle? How do you set with yourself? And I'm I'm always learning how to better be content with, everything that I am and everything that I'm not, because all the things that I love, all those 90s, all everything that I love, instinct, Justin Timberlake, like watching him, being inspired by him, it doesn't mean I have to do what they do. And I think for a long time I was writing that line of I'm never good enough because I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not that. And it's like I learned to be content with I'm me and there's only one me. So how can I bring my full authenticity of self to people, and in all the messy, awesome ways that I can do that. And so music saved me because it really gave me a voice, my shitty communication skills. Yeah, it really gave me a voice that wasn't the big emotion that comes up um, in my daily life of like, oh, I'm flooded with emotion again. I'm heavy. I'm a shitty communicator. I'm avoidant. I'm just, I'm running. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm running. I'm hiding. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with that. And it's like music was my escape, my outlet, my way of expressing everything I can't in this human form. It was like, it was my conscience. It was my higher awareness speaking to me. It's been so many things. So when you ask me how music saved me, I guess it's like, it's so much more than just like this or that or an instance. It's my entire life, and I've been building upon that for my entire life. So I hope I
See,
answered your question.
oh, you did. See, 'cause for me, mine come from I have a speech impediment growing up.
Uh-huh.
So with my DJing within the last 4 years, I've been able to use that to come out, and there's times where it still gets me, but that's probably been one of my biggest pushes is that it has helped me with my speech impediment.
That's
And
awesome.
that's
Yeah, I hear a lot of people do that with the, poetry and rhyming and different things. Like they have stutters and lisp and different stuff, and it really helps a lot. So it's pretty cool.
yeah. Um so here's another tough question. Who would you say growing up was your artist you heard that says, I want to be that person. I want what they have?
Um, I have a few growing up because I'm getting older now, and I've been growing up my whole life. But I can tell you where it all began. So my mom loved Elvis. He was like so big in our house. Like, what a presence he is, period, right? But I actually didn't know who my dad was for like 35 years. And so my mom told me, that's your daddy. And so I kind of had this bit of a complex, a lot, big shoes to fill. So, um, he was a really big inspiration for a long time. And then, when Justin Timberlake came along, like he was like my Elvis, like who he is for mom. He was like, that's who Justin Timberlake was for me. And, so it started with Elvis being that big presence in my life and being this really big stage presence, awesome singer. He can move and he's super just genuine, and I don't know, you just loved him. He's beautiful, like, and then here comes Justin Timberlake. Like, I don't know, I just love the authenticity of people that are who they are, and like they just exist being who they are, and it's so beautiful and inspiring. And yeah, so definitely probably Justin Timberlake and Elvis for sure.
Hey, Justin Timberlake, people are going to get it out now, but you can't deny bringing sexy back, okay? That's still that was one of the first songs I've ever did on karaoke, okay?
That's awesome.
Not as good as him, but in my own world I was. But no, so what's the song you have written that's probably been the most therapeutic and healing for you?
um I have moments with songs where I write something and then I put it down for a while and then I pick it up again and then I listen to it and I'm like, it's like I have new ears. It's like I didn't even hear it the same as when I wrote it. I think that my subconscious, my higher awareness is speaking to me in a way that, like, when I'm ready to hear it, I'll hear it. So my song, Take Flight, it really, it really took flight. Like, I wrote the song however long ago, and then I got back in a studio with a good buddy of mine, and um, it really took flight in that moment. And I really did hear it in a different way. And I do feel like I wrote that song for myself because, um, I've often been my greatest enemy and not my best friend in my mind. So, that song's like, get ready to take flight. Life's in the palm of your hands. Get ready to take flight. Never settle till you reach new lands. Get ready to take flight. It's all part of the plan. Get ready to take flight. Get ready to take flight. And it is all part of the plan. And um, I don't know, being in the skin, being in this human self, like I'm such a small person. I'm just a speck in this entire world. And I want to speak for the world, to lift people up, to inspire people, to help them to understand that, mental health, it's real and it's tough and the struggle. And you can't, you know, say this person or this person's got it worse than this person. Like, everybody's valid. And, if I can just inspire just a, group of people that, want to come to my shows and that feel that, like, thank you for writing that. Like, that's what I want to do. Like, I'm ready for the energy to be reciprocated because I give a lot of energy at my shows,
Oh, you
and
do.
a
Oh,
lot of
you do.
times, as an artist that nobody really knows, there's no energy coming back at me. It's just me giving it, which is fine. You have to do that as an artist. Like, you have to do that. You got to bring it no matter how many people are there. But I guess I'm looking forward to a reciprocated energy, meaning my people coming to my shows and, you know, feeling it, and I can feel them feeling it. Like, I'm looking forward to that.
I tell you, I I've seen the growth from where I've seen you back. I guess it's been 3 years ago now, something like that,
Hmm.
to now. Just the way you're, not that you were bad then. Don't take it that way, but like the way you look at it from an outsider. I really wouldn't say I'm an outsider, but from someone not on the stage in the present of the moment. Let's say it that way, because I help run sound, so I can't really be an outsider. So from someone not in the middle of the stage, I have seen so much growth in you in the last 2 years for sure that, you know, your energy, whether, like you were just talking about, the people that pour out, it ain't there, and used to, you could kind of see it in your face where that bummed you out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now it's like I've seen you in 105 watt temperature where you got pets falling off of you, and you're still going to get out and interact with the crowd. And that's one thing I can say is, the stage presence you bring, no matter how many times I've seen you in concert, it's never the same. And I'm not saying that. And as someone that sees a lot, and I hear a lot too, I kind of got to, but the way you work your crowd and the way you put it, almost like your heart is on your sleeve every time you take that stage.
Yeah. I definitely try to unleash, like, every time I go out, I guess, I can't wait to give it to people that want it. But for now, I give it to me. It's for me. It's my release. It's my way of, I wrote this music. Like, this is my life. This isn't just a performance. This is my life. This is my mental health. And I'm literally, whether it's good or bad, like happy or sad or whatever, like, I'm not faking it. Like, this is who I am. Like, I don't want to be like anyone else. Like, there's not a like box you can put me in. Like, I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be at the end of the day, and I want to bring that to the stage every time. So I'm glad you see that, though. Thank you so much.
So, what's an advice that you would give to either someone just starting out or that is at a point and they're struggling with their music?
Um, I think we all have to take time to live our life and to have the hardships of life and to get through it and to, use music to do that. So don't forget in the moments of, the struggle to get in the studio, write, release, because it is a mental health outlet. It is a way that, you can release just all the bullshit that, that you're dealing with. So my advice is, stay true to yourself. Don't do it just because everyone else is doing it. Do it because you love it. Because at the end of the day, like if you're not happy with, you know, what you're doing, like if you're doing it for another person or money or whatever, like you're doing it for the wrong reasons. So make sure that you're being true to yourself and you're doing it just for you because at the end of the day, that's going to go a lot further than doing it for the wrong reasons.
So, what has been your biggest obstacle you have had to overcome with your career?
Believing in myself. When I said earlier that I've been doing this for so long, and I feel like I've only really been coming out for the past couple of years, it's because I didn't believe in myself for a long time. I literally so fearful of rejection. I can't handle constructive criticism. I can't handle just the feeling of never being good enough, like I said, like comparing myself to others and things. So my biggest obstacle that I'm doing a lot better with now is definitely overcoming believing in myself, realizing that I have all the tools that I need, and the right people that want to work with me will come to me. They'll see and they'll, come to me, and I'll do the same. I see somebody that inspires me that I want to work with. Like I'm gonna come to you, and hopefully you don't reject me. But if you do, like I'm at a point where I understand that everybody's on their own journey and we don't all have to agree. Our stories don't have to be in sync. We don't have to ride the same wave. And we can still like build each other up, lift each other up, and, be there for one another on this journey. Because I will say, like, we have a community, what we have going on with our family, with the Canna fam. Like, it's a community of people that make you feel safe to do what you do. Like Casey, she's so awesome. Like hands down. Like thank you, Casey. Thank you so much for everything that you do. But she's just somebody that takes charge and makes sure that us musicians have a place to share what we do, and in a place that's safe and it's all love and support, and I love it so much. So yeah, definitely all the above, all the above.
Oh yeah, and that's the importance of it. No matter what aspect you're in the industry, whether you're a artist, a sound guy, an event coordinator, you got to be able to adapt. Like not every situation is going to be the same. I mean, we've had moments where we've all cried together. We've had moments where we've all laughed together, and we probably have had some moments where we're all having to hold each other back from fighting. Let's just be honest.
We've
But
had
we all,
moments where Willie touches the keyboard and turns off Fyre Wyte's music, but Fyre Wyte freaking still goes. Don't even
I
get
don't know
me.
what you're talking about. Okay, I'm innocent.
Man, yeah, we've had some moments, but it's been
Yeah,
pretty
I
awesome
mean,
ride. So
but that's the thing about this is we've got to learn, no matter if it's in your circle, because I would definitely say Canna Fam, it's a huge circle at this point, or is it someone that is in a different aspect, whether it's a brand new venue for the first time. So, and that's been my hardest thing to learn is, like you hit on it, taking positive criticism. We all knew I was thrown into the sound guy position at day one was pretty rough. Okay, day two was a little rougher, but not saying I'm perfect, but you know, just like with you, with me, I've had to learn to go on the fly, because, the first one you did, I'm pretty sure you probably wanted to kill me. It was horrible. But, but
That's not
it,
true. You were actually really helpful. Wasn't that when I brought my in-ear monitors?
yes, yes.
Yeah, and neither one of us knew what we were doing, but you stuck with me and you helped me. You got it semi working. I ended up taking them out by the time it was over with, but the fact that you stuck with me and you helped me, like, and you were learning too, I mean, that says a lot about you. So,
Oh yeah, I mean, but that's like like I was saying, adaptability as an artist, and I'm sure
mhm.
you can relate. You've got to have adaptability, go with the flow kind of thing. Because if you know you come in there and you're a prima donna and you want it your way, you want it this way right now, you don't care what's going on. No one's gonna want to work with you.
Right,
You got to be likable. And I'm not saying go in and change who you are in every situation. Be true to yourself first and foremost. But when you come into an event, you can't come in and say, "I'm
my
Willie
shit
from
don't
back."
stink.
Yeah, you've got to be able to say, "Okay, hey, let's roll with this punch because last time it didn't work here," or
Right.
this is a new venue. So what what is the darkest moment in your life that music has saved you?
Darkest moment. Um, I guess around time of COVID, um, I was writing a song that's off my album that I'm working on right now, and it's called "Ride the Dark Sea." And I actually had to walk away from it because I'm in my headphones. It's late. It's like wee hours in the morning, and the music is so intense. It's like my demons are being unleashed. It was freaking. It actually scared the shit out of me. So I had to pause and come back to it when I felt like I was ready. Like I wasn't ready in that moment. And when I came back to it, I realized that I was shedding like so many demons in that song. Like it was what it was. It should have scared me. But when I came back, like I was able to express that instead of just be, uh, so I guess my darkest moment, yeah, ride the dark sea and really like letting go with that song. And it's music's not always pretty. Like it's messy and it's heavy, and you know um if you can really like shed some shit, like do it. And yeah, shedding shit. I hope I answered that question. I don't
Oh,
know.
you did. You did. So, is there anything that we didn't discuss that you feel that you want to kind of touch on? I'll give you a little
um
freedom right here.
hmm I think we touched on so much that I wasn't expecting to, that I probably dug deeper than I realized I was going to. So I'm not sure at this moment. I can't think of anything, but you're welcome to ask me any other questions, or, if there's anything I said that you want to go off of or anything. I'm cool I'm down with whatever.
Well, like I said earlier when we were talking, my interviews depends on how much people talk. And you've always been one at sharing your story. You've always been, you know, when I interviewed Bubba a couple of weeks ago, he talked about how you got them artists that you can tell when they put their all into every song they write, everything they do. They may not be making 50 songs a year, but the ones they do make, you can tell it has the every emotion that you feel in that song. You know, whether you're a listener or a recording studio or whatever it is that you're hearing the song, you know, there's that wow factor in every song. You know, what part of your songs do you write with? Do you start on the chorus? Do you start just kind of whatever come to mind and go kind of how do you break down your
Um,
songwriting?
I have probably a lot of different styles. Some days it's going into the studio and you have some sort of background music that either, you know, somebody made you or you made yourself. Um, and then I'm just like clearing my mind and being like super present and then just like feeling the music in a way that like I just release things. And like I said, a lot of it is like my subconscious, my higher awareness. Um, or, you know, I write a lot. I have notebooks, like I have so many notebooks. I write on paper a lot. And then I often like write something and then I rewrite and then I rewrite. So I kind of dig probably a lot at times too. It doesn't like some songs come just, that's freaking awesome, that's perfect, you know, just like it is. And other song is like, I have to work it, work it, work it. But I think those songs, like one of the ones on my new coming or my upcoming album is called Dusty Carney Kids. And it was so different for me, that song, writing that song, because um, it was, it was like I didn't know what I wanted to say. I had no idea what I wanted to say. And so I just kept rewriting. And I found like I found that I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to know that there are people out there like me who are kind of drowning in self doubt and hardships, and it feels like life never ends, and it doesn't, and it's not going to. So, you know, having, you know, people to express with, to share with, you know, I say, come ride my train, come ride my train for the lost, yeah, the real ones, you know, make a new name. It's just, it just seemed like, you know, a song that really like took on a form of its own. Like that's, you know, that wasn't necessarily me going, hey, this is my mental health, you know, this and that. Like it was just like finding like something to say for the people. And yeah, so it was a different one.
So we're probably going to get ready to wrap this up. So why don't you tell everyone where they can find your music and find you at?
You can find my music pretty much on all platforms: YouTube, Pandora, Spotify. I upload things on DistroKid right now, and you know, I have a Facebook. So pretty much just Fyre Wyte, like FYREWYTE. So you can check me out anywhere, and just know that I got some things in the works. I got 2 music videos I'm gonna be releasing, and pretty excited about those. And yeah, so definitely keep checking me out. The next couple months are gonna be fun.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on. I always enjoy talking with you. The amount of heart you put in every conversation. So I really do want to thank you from the bottom of my heart coming on and being part of this.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Willie. You're an awesome person, and I appreciate you.
Until next time, you guys.
Take it easy.